Listen, man, we a couple hours early, trying a new format. Listen to a little music, you know, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm the Hustlaz. We got special guests. Yeah, that's a halo. He like an angel. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Tune in. We up a little early, y'all. You a Godface probably
We are, man. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Got locked into the building, man. You heard? A couple of day ones sitting around, so the energy live, you know what I mean? I'm gonna feed off that energy and build, man, and give out perspective on what it is and let you get a chance to decipher what it is not at the same time. One love to 2-5, you know how I do with my home team. Got my home team in the building.
Let us get eyes in your ears. Matter of fact, everybody that tune in, that normally tune in, and you tune in now, thank you for sharing your most valuable commodity, your time. You can be anywhere doing anything, but you decide to tune in with us, with our special guests. And we salute you. We appreciate it. Like and share. Let's like, share, and subscribe. We on all platforms. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. If you don't like, share, and subscribe, like my man now would say, you just being nosy. Man, just playing a little tunes for you guys and let everybody know to tune in. We're a couple hours early trying this new format. We got different strengths, we got different strains. We got different things going on, so we have to move it up a little bit so you guys will be disturbed doing the podcast. Oh, man. Patient with us while we make things minor technical adjustments, new format, you know what I mean, doing a little tweaking. And while we doing that, tell a friend, tune in. I think we got something for you to hear.
Most valuable thing you got is time. Time is the law's way of stopping everything from happening at once. Ponder on that.
We're going for the loud and raunchy, smooth and calm. Got my man Clark-Bey in the house today, y'all. Special guest, childhood friend. Y'all know what it is.
Day ones. Like the day sun.
Listen, man, you might know English. But you ain't heard this mathematics. Tune in. Came on a little live early today, so the delivery coming at 5:30. We made a lot of noise last podcast, so we'll try to get the podcast over before the delivery comes in. That way, we can put the deliveries on the UPS truck. Or y'all come down and help us put the boys on the truck. Do we need help, world? We need help. We need help, world? Oh, we need a lot of help. So yeah, that was a tip in the jewel we dropped, and it was real hit. And y'all, if y'all didn't catch it, I'm gonna let y'all know what it was. Multiple streams of income. Don't just do one thing. Back in the day, old people used to say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what we doing here. I'm hustling, man. Get two from there, two from there. One from there, one from there. There you go, 6. So y'all can't count. I'm just doing whatever. He went to Doug, yo. Don't so forget. We went to Doug. He went to Doug. Stayed up all down the morning. He did his play. I mean, Douglas wasn't bad. I can run across the street to them and went down the mall as soon as I get out. We heard the mall. Don't stay in the mall and see pictures all the time. I stay in the up and out. I get the cookies. Oh yeah, or the front and the middle, up on top and the middle. Look at doodles. Yeah.
That's what they had good stores. That's serious.
Y'all can see how I've seen all the speakers do come out and see. Yeah. Beat up. You got snickerdoodle for seat, yo. What we trying? All the time. I was playing about my body, man. Yeah. Tune in, man. We're just trying to give y'all a few minutes to tune in. Yes, we're going to be moving time, so we can give y'all a few minutes to tune in, so we can tune up. Got our special guest, the Godface himself. 2-5 in the house. You heard? In the building. Y'all know what it is. 2-5, stay alive. You heard? Y'all might have all y'all other stuff down pat. Stay tuned for this mathematics, yo. I see you watching, Luke. Where's Luke, dog? I gotta clean my glasses off because I can't see too good. Salute to you out. As my heart's pouring out my sleep. Boy, you ate my food, bro? You alright? I don't want this rush to go. All that food in there. Oh, I'm trying to let you know. I just want to go. This is my tune. Everybody tune in. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Yeah. We got a couple seconds before we tune in. Tune in, tune in. We got 3 minutes before we tune in, y'all, before we kick it off. Check the energy. Make sure you hang out with it. All this love that I always had. But now I feel your power. Now it's power, yeah. I am here and never wanna back. No more. Check out through these comments. Okay. Salute. Black Cam. We got Cakes by Monda. We got His Real Life by Blood. And we got Eugene Davis. 041. We got 720. Wait, what? My man Pig, what's up with you? Salute, homie. Got my man Murphy Holmes in the building. My man Pig. Man, what's up? My man Piggy, man, salute. Salute everybody that's tuning in. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Come on in. My man C-Note. I see you, Big Lou. Salam alaikum, my key. I see you, Monica Whitaker. I see you, Big Yogi. Salute. Hey, Yogi, thanks for the turkey sandwich today, Yogi. My man Marty Smith said, thanks for the turkey sandwich, Yogi. Shout out to Biggie, man, 725 building, man. Yes, sir. Man, big today, man. Original, not original. Original. Shout out to LT too, all the homies that moved over LT and all the LT homies that moved on the other side and all the homies that used to live on both sides. Shout out to the projects, period. Indeed. It was a different life. If you know, you know. Yes. And if you don't, you do now. Yo, shout out to my fam, Dope Boy, Jose Doe. Birthday coming up. I'll be in New York this weekend to celebrate my people's birthday. 2-5 celebrating in a big way, man. It's Dope Boy's birthday. Love the Dope Boy. 2-5 in the building always. Shout out to Kiani Raheem. Shout out to Cheyenne. Shout out to Kings. You know what the word, 163rd Guardsville Forest Projects, man. You know what it is. Sir, we in different states now. I told you. That's a halo. It's an angel from where? God internationally known. You heard Raekwon, niggas recognized from Baltimore to Fort Greene. Purple tape, you the knowledge.
Start recording.
No, don't stop that. What you doing here? No, just messing with you. Let's go. Let's start this thing off. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the Hustlaz podcast. It's your man Big O. My man Clark-Bey and a special guest. I'll let him introduce himself if you haven't already heard.
You know what it is, yo, it's the God Lock-Him in the building. You know the science of life, the days of mathematics is knowledge and understanding, all they're born to culture freedom. Culture is my true way of life, which represents Islam, not a religion, but I stimulate light and matter, and I study all life around me. Peace.
Of course, y'all know who it is, the ultimate Clark-Bey. I'm in the house, representing as always. We're in the humble hustler warehouse, doing what we do, trying to figure out a plan to get $1.
Yes, sir.
If you want to get $1, holler.
Absolutely, can never go wrong with that, man.
No, hey, listen, my man is consistent about his man, their people. You heard me. It's your man, Big O, man. And I'm here, you know what I mean, thanking you for your time, thanking you for your eyes and your ears, just to hear our words, you know what I mean? I think you got something to say, and I appreciate you having the patience and the open eyes and the open mind. Take a seat and listen to it.
Facts.
So, salute.
So what's the topic for the day, ho?
Well, the God.
What we gonna let the God do?
Yeah, the Godface, you know what I mean, he had some things that he wanted, you know what I mean, he wanted to express.
No doubt, there's some things I got issue with, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it so y'all can pick it up, man. I really can't understand why we have an issue, man, with giving our people their flowers while they're here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that a lot of towns suffer from, but I know it's Baltimore, they do that a lot. We don't have to wait until we die. We don't have to wait until tragedy strikes, till we lose an arm or lose a leg or something go left before we recognize the greatness, you know what I'm saying, in our brothers next to us. And I think a lot of times we like to celebrate after people are successful, but we ain't nowhere to be found to help them on that climb up, to support that climbing ladder. And the tragedy in that is if you don't climb, if you ever fall, you could never climb back up because you never learned how to climb in the first place. Mm-hmm. So if you have established anything worthy of establishing and you haven't taught the people around you how to climb and take those steps up the ladder of success, if they ever lose it, they can never climb up the ladder because they never learned how to climb in the first place. And that's the beauty of studying people around you. I said Islam to me is not a religion, it's I study life around me. You know what I'm saying? And that's studying the energy of my brothers, the power that they exude as men. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to shout out Clark. As I said before, this is my big homie, but now he's my little homie because I'm bigger than him now. You know what I'm saying? And we got my man O, who always come correct with the jewels. You know what I'm saying? Always drop heavy degrees, man. And I definitely never, ever, ever want any day, minute, hour, or second to go by without me acknowledging the greatness that these brothers bring in their presence. A lot of times we'll come around people when certain people can bring you down. But I've never came around these brothers and their energy did not elevate me, did not bring my thinking or my mood to a higher level. And so with that, that's my flowers. And it's consistent. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can add on.
I want to before I go any further, I just want to before I go any further. Before I go any further, I want to give a moment of silence, man, and give my deepest condolences to my man Tito because his mother passed away today. Mm-hmm. And I want to give my condolences to him and the family because she was like a mother to all of us. Mm-hmm. And I bow down and I give my condolences to her, and I hope that if I can do anything, don't hesitate to call. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what you saying?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, before I go any further, I would like to personally share my condolences with the family and Tito as well. I didn't know that, you know what I mean, just found that out. You know what I mean, yeah. I'm just a phone call away, like you'll say, if you need any assistance. Just moving on and skipping topics, like to appreciate Kim for actually offering me my flowers when I'm alive. I appreciate all his kind words, his words of support, and to actually be honest with you, energy attract energy. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, for the most part, my energy is like a mirror. The energy that I get is I'm actually matching energy. So everything that he actually is giving me is actually result and originate with the energy that he brings. Because that's how I am. And so what he see out of me is basically what he brings to any interactions that we have. And I appreciate his support, his connection, and his collaboration. And with that being said, before we go any further, go ahead and tell them about the groups that you have on every other Wednesday before we get into any other topics or any other segments. Go ahead and let them know about the group.
Indeed, I appreciate that because it definitely slipped my mind. I run a group. It's a community group. It started out as a men's group, and as the group grew and expanded, I changed it to a community group that involved women and children. It's an acronym. The word HEAL, that's the name of the group. It's an acronym for Healing, Elevating, Analyzing, and Learning. And that's the process that we go through during the group. The group is basically based on open discussions and dialogue with conscious men giving sound, good advice, sound, good energy. And it's a safe haven for people who don't have like minds to sit down in a room full of conscious men and pour their heart out in a place where it will be well received and not underappreciated, and it will be acknowledged. In fact, this Wednesday, I'm having a ceremony, a celebration, again, of giving brothers their flowers. For all the brothers that support it, I'll be giving out certificates, I'll be giving out a few gifts, because that's what I do. That's what I've been doing since I had the group and really before the group. You know what I'm saying? I think Clark was dropping something on me one time when we was talking about friendship. And he was like, man, one of the qualities of a good friend is he might be somewhere and see something and be like, damn, that my man would probably like that. And he would just go ahead and grab it and buy it for you. And when you see him and give it to you and you don't even know. To me, a friend on a lower level is somebody that always have you in their considerate thoughts when they are committing acts in their everyday routine. On a higher level, a friend to me is somebody who will stand and die with you if they had to. And that's just where I'm at with it. That's how much friendship means to me. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, friendship is, and somebody giving you your flowers while you're living is because a lot of people really don't want you to have your flowers while you're living.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want to fake like they're gonna give you flowers after it's over with.
Right.
Now I'm always the yin and the yang. Y'all heard the good side. Now let's go to the bad side. You know what I mean? Because you know you got people like they're always rooting for you, but they really ain't rooting for you.
Right.
And so that's why you don't get your flowers while you're alive. Mm-hmm. Because they want to hide the flowers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But it's rare that you can get a person that respect and give you your while you're alive. That's why it's hard to get, because you got to be cut from a different cloth. You got to come from a generation, or when I say generation, I'm talking about a generation of people like my mother, your mother, their mother, that has instilled in us different morals and principles.
Right.
Because nowadays, it's not instilled in people how it was instilled in us. And you can see it. So that's a lot of people, they rooting for us, they rooting for us to lose. They not rooting for us to win. It's sad to say. It's sad to say that they rooting for us to lose instead of winning. But they act like they on our team.
Right.
So when you come in and you say you're giving awards for the people that you think deserve awards today at your group this Wednesday, a lot of people be sitting back like, damn, why you give him an award?
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Instead of saying, damn, you really deserve the reward, man, because I remember he did X, Y, Z.
Right.
See, because we can always find the negative stuff about a person, but we can never find the positive stuff.
Right.
We're looking for the positive in men and women. And a lot of times, like, opened my life to a lot of that before, because a lot of times, like when I first came home, he'll see a dude, and he'll like, yo, you know why I respect him? And I say, why? He said, yo, because he look out for his kid by himself. He a man looking out for his kid. Now, that automatically garners respect, whether he know it or not. That garners respect for me, for that guy that I don't even know. See, because they the things that's instilled in me based on my friendship saying it's cool, then it become cool to me.
Right.
But now people saying it's cool when he ain't cool. Mm-hmm. So now you gotta take it with a salt of grain. A grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
Same thing. Mm-hmm. Just turn it around.
Yeah, he consistent. Y'all know he consistent.
You know the lecture. Sometimes I go backwards.
As long as we get to the destination.
I go backwards first to go forward. But at the same token, it's who you get your message from. Because if you respect somebody and they give you a message and give you flowers, you really appreciate it. But if you don't have no respect for the person or his reputation or his characters, then the flowers don't mean nothing.
Right. Indeed. Yep. I'm gonna add on to that real quick. I think that a lot of times Clark hit the nail on the head when he was talking about what is instilled in you. And a lot of the environments that we come from, we are taught that the more people we can destroy, the more people that we can step on and hurt. Success is measured by how many people we have trampled over on our way to the top. And I think that once consciousness kick in and the value of what life really is starts to germinate in the mind, it makes you think deeper. Damn, how many people can I build? How many men can I pass consciousness on to? And shouldn't I receive respect for that? The same way we respect murderers and people who have tore at the fabric of our communities and tore our children down because we don't know who admired us in our negativity. Right. Clark was building on the negative side. This the negative side. We don't know how many young guys we sent to prison just because they wanted to be like Clark-Bey. We don't know how many guys we sent to prison because they was imitating what Clark was doing, or they was imitating what O was doing. See, this is the reverse side when you don't know who you impact because you're not gauging the circumference of your influence. You know what I'm saying? And since negativity has a gravitational pull in the areas that we come from, you'll get sucked right up into a lifestyle that you didn't even want to participate in. And next thing you know, you in it all the way. Next thing you know, you got 20, 30, 40, 50 life sentence. And now you're like, dang, how did I get here at this point? So now it's time to reverse that effect. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to change the dynamics of what is truly valuable. Raising your children, being a man of the community, a father to your children, a husband to your wife, and establishing a sense of community like we had when we was young. And this is what instilled in us the want for our brother, what we want for ourselves, because we had staple people in the community that passed on genuine ethics, genuine standards for us to live by, and the respect for the elders that is now far removed from out of the minds of younger generations, man. And that's what we got to reestablish and rebuild.
Yep. So we heard the positive, then we heard the negative, but that brings to mind a common word that you always share in the group.
It's a duality.
We just heard the duality. You know what I mean? We said, both sides of the coins. And for me, my input is just based on the fact that everything is centered around intent. It's centered around intent. What was your purpose? What was your meaning? Why did you do what you did? And I'll give you a prime example why intent is what counts most, and it counts more than the actual result. Is that we can use the example of baking a cake. So it's Clark's birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm really not a baker, but I'm gonna do something extra special for him, man. I'm actually gonna attempt to bake a cake because I want to celebrate his revolution around the sun. And so I bake the cake, I take it to him, he take a slice like, man, thanks, yo, but this ain't it. You know what I mean? But it was my intent that counted most. I'm gonna get a point from that from Allah because it was my intent. Whereas if you take a person that can bake, that it can bake a fabulous cake, everything from scratch, including the icing, but their intent is not correct. Their intent is not in the right place. And they take it to Clark and he say, man, this cake is delicious. I really appreciate what you did for me. He might not, because he don't know a person's intent, he don't know a person's heart, only Allah knows that. Allah won't penalize him for that, even though his cake tastes better than mine. So my input is that make sure and ensure and evaluate and reevaluate your intent and all your actions and behaviors, because despite the result, you still going to shine in the eyes of Allah because your heart and your intent was in the right place.
So tell me what you think, Brother Keith, about giving you flowers when you're on living.
Oh, I think it's an excellent idea. But getting on what you were saying about intent,
a lot of times people do say stuff so for their glory, right?
Right.
Instead of to glorify the person you actually trying to give the flowers to.
Right.
You know, you want somebody to see you give praise.
Right.
You want that for yourself.
Right.
Instead of just being genuine and telling them this is what I feel about you and want them to prosper.
Right.
So intent, like you said.
Right. And that's why I think it's significant that when you do things in private.
Yeah.
You don't do, and that shows your real intent. Like if you're doing something for a homeless person on the street, I should not see it on Facebook.
You know,
because how did you take the time to? Where was your thought process to film that while you was doing whatever you was doing for that homeless person? If your intent was just to do whatever you was doing for that person and not to garner some kind of accolades or pats on your back for doing something nice for the homeless person. Now, that don't mean that you're a corrupt scumbag. It just means that you need to evaluate your intent when you do things. That's all.
What you got to say something, brother?
Yeah. See, nowadays, most people don't value a true friend.
Right.
They don't even know the meaning of being a true friend. You got to be consistent. Every day, 24/7. Now, my whole take on this new generation, the way they're being raised, is the parents, the child, their friends.
Right.
More than parent and child.
Right.
So they don't get the stuff that we got back when we was growing up. Because some of the things you did, you get your brain knocked out for.
Right.
Nowadays, they look at it and laugh about it.
Right.
So my whole thing is, yes, we need to give the people the flowers that's doing the right things on a daily basis, not just wait till they're gone. Because for me, it's too late when they're gone.
Right.
You don't need them.
They don't need them.
What are you going to take them with?
Right.
I think the most motivating factor in any behavior is to be rewarded for that act. The reward actually energizes or propels you to do more. It's like an incentive. If I feed the homeless and people appreciate me doing that, that's an effort that doesn't feel wasted. I am satisfied that I'm fulfilling their belly, that I'm filling their belly with nourishment. That's gratifying enough. But here's the duality.
Yeah.
How do the observer who doesn't have this in them learn how to do that without watching and observing? That's an act of kindness. Some acts should be recorded, but it shouldn't be gloated in the glory of it being recorded. It should be recorded with a lesson behind it.
All right.
For those who don't know what to do, this is what you do.
Okay.
Especially the young who we don't have a chance to go around every day. Sometimes the positive side of social media is, damn, I seen Clark and O, and they was building on a degree, but I don't know how to do that. I know how to talk about it. But what steps do I take? Man, I seen Lakim just go in a bag and pull a bag out of nowhere and told Clark, I know you're Moorish American, and he gave Clark a shirt that says more knowledge of self because Clark is a Moor.
Whoa, you see?
He was not expecting that.
And I definitely appreciate it.
My point is, what we learn to do, we can only learn by doing. I can't tell my children I love them and don't commit no acts of love in what I do.
Right.
I can't pat them on the back, what the Bible say, and feed them with the wind while their bread is eaten by another. And I think that was Noble Drew Ali.
Yeah, right.
That was Noble Drew Ali who said that. My bad.
My
My bad. Also, in the rules of conduct in the Nation of Islam, they have something real heavy, and I want to make sure I don't mess this quote up. Because I pull from everywhere. I'm not just locked into one chamber. It says, actions are judged by intentions. Actions may appear wrong, but motives bring rewards.
Here we go.
It is the motive that bring the reward. What are you motivated by when you do it? And that's the thing. I could bake biscuits for the projects and say, damn, I don't have to tell everybody the projects. I just bake biscuits for the whole projects.
And my thing with that, you know, I'm always, when I was doing my time, I used to ask people for something, and they were like, man, I intended to give it, I intended to do, but I always say intentions ain't shit unless you carry it out.
Better believe it. Right.
Because if you intended to do something, you carry it out, then I know you intended to do it.
Facts.
But if you don't carry out your acts, how can you intend to do something? No, you thought about doing something, then you unthought about it.
Right.
Because you didn't do it. So I want to shout out to my man Guns for tuning in, and shout out to my man Yogi. For those brothers that's tuning in right now, I want to shout out to all y'all, man. Don't look at me as a negative person, because sometimes I want to be negative so you can see the other side of life. Because if you always see the positive side, you never see the negative side.
Yeah,
and the negative side makes you gain a positive side. It strengthens your positive side by being negative sometimes. Because if you always think everything is positive, you living in the wrong world.
Yeah, won't you check out some of the comments up there real quick? Hey, Keith, go ahead. You ain't get a chance. Well, when you spoke earlier, man, go ahead and plug the new store, plug the food truck, man. You missed out on that, so go ahead and plug that while you're. Yeah. Go right there. Go ahead. Step right there. Go ahead and plug.
Hollywood barbecue chicken.
Yeah,
You made teriyaki grill. We doing a soft opening Friday, 4 to 9, 2233 Emerson Avenue.
Do it look like you're doing a
I hope
soft
I got
opening?
the right date.
Do it look like you're doing a soft
I hope
opening?
I got the right date.
Tell them right across the street for the PP gas station.
Right across
Yeah,
the
right
street.
on Emerson Avenue, right where the old bakery used to be.
Yeah, it used to be Cindy's Chicken. Now it's my man Keith's spot. It used to be Cindy's Chicken right there in the parking lot.
Follow me on You Made Teriyaki Grill and Hollywood Barbecue.
Shout out to my man Lump. If you didn't know I was a Moor, those that didn't know I was a Moor,
Clark-Bey.
Clark-Bey, Moor Science Temple of America. Clark-Bey, that's what the Bay stand for. The Ills and Bays.
All wills and ways.
All you Moors out there, Islam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanna add on to something real quick, right? I remember when we used to take pictures, like with the old style cameras.
The Polaroids.
Not that far.
Not that far back. I went too
The
far
one
back.
where you had to get it developed.
Okay.
And once you took the picture, the first thing that you got was the negative.
Right.
And you don't see the clear picture until you first get past the negative.
Right.
So what Clark was building on about the negative and its importance is important.
Right.
Because once you develop the picture, then you see the whole picture. But before the development of it, you had a negative.
There we go.
So with people, before they develop and grow into what God, Allah intended them to be, you first get a negative. And then that negative develops into a positive, which is the complete picture. And a lot of times we don't have the complete picture, so we assess the negative of our behavior until we grow and develop into a positive being. Also, the duality to that is those that sit back and critique your behavior, looking to find fault or a flaw in what you are attempting to manifest. That goes back to what Clark was talking about everybody don't want to see you with your flowers. So because I'm into celebrating success, salute to my man Keith for being an entrepreneur, salute to Clark for being an entrepreneur, salute to O for being an entrepreneur and a hard-working brother. Shout out to my man Hollywood with Uncommon Dialogue. You know what I'm saying? That's my partner.
Plug his group.
Brother got a great mind. Y'all know what it is. 1049 West Saratoga, the old Greater Model Rec. You know what I mean? That is exactly where Uncommon Dialogue is held. Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Be there. You know what I mean?
Dialogue.
Uncommon Dialogue.
That's where the kings meet to fix their crime.
You better believe it.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? What's the word? 163rd.
Yogi
South
said,
Bronx.
I'm into really seeing my brothers getting their flowers in the physical. Most of the minute I'm around finding it offensive to receive real roses from a brother. Well, give me one of the roses that the girls use. No, I'm just joking. Right, same
So
token.
Yogi said he want to give his friends roses.
He said if he find it fun.
All right, okay.
All right, last, what's up with you, man?
Just bring a basket up on the safe lot.
We can use yours to give them away.
Yeah, you want to literally give out roses?
I understand what that means.
Bring a basket on the safe lot.
I gotta break it down what those mean.
I'm packing.
Bring a whole bag. Hey, listen, y'all, everybody that tuned in, again, we appreciate y'all lending us your eyes and your ears, especially your ears. I told y'all this was going to be a different kind of mathematics. I didn't even know that he was going to bring the science too. So we dealing with two. This man dropping all kinds of jewels, and I hope that you catching them. So did you bring your baseball gloves? Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram is Humble Hustlaz, LAZ at the end. Man, like, share, and subscribe. And like my man now is saying, if you don't do that, you just being nosy.
I'm saying when you see a panel like this, you see a panel of degree of knowledge, 360 degrees of knowledge. We can go all around the world with different topics, different levels, different understandings, different religions. So if you have a question or something you need to ask,
put it in the comments.
And we can also go in the hood. We hood fellas too, because we come straight out of the hood.
Absolutely. Yeah, you get both sides.
So you get all avenues of what's really going on.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You got a background guy, me, did 30. You got my man,
I did 31 years and 3 months, beloved.
And you got my man O down there. He ain't no saint, so don't look at him like a saint.
I only gave him a dime, though. I only gave him a dime.
You know? But in the same token, is where you walk, you got to be in the decimal crypt sometime to come in the light.
Better believe.
So we had to walk in the dark, and the decimal crypt's down in the dark, because if Jesus said, put me at your hardest task and I'll conquer. Take me to your hardest test, put me in the decimal crypts, and let me come out and I'll show you that it can be done.
Yeah.
This is the shining light of what a diamond is. When we went in the rough, we came out of the rough, now we're shining like diamonds.
Yeah, well, you talking about Jesus, you know, in the Bible, they got the parable of Jonah in the belly of the beast, man. Listen, I don't know if that's the beast that we was, the belly of the beast that we was in, was the belly of the beast that they was talking about in the scriptures, but man, it sure felt like one. And I don't know why my mother didn't name me. I don't know why his mother didn't name him, or his mother, Miss Toby, didn't name them Jonah, but we all Jonas, because we certainly was in the belly of the beast. And I'm so happy that we were regurgitated, got an opportunity to return, recondition ourselves, reset ourselves, and be something different. And that's actually the purpose and the reason why we're here. And that's why I told y'all from the beginning, we definitely got something to share. We got a testimony to share if you're a Christian. We got some jewels and mathematics to share, whatever degree that you at. And all we need for you to do is continue to tune in, lending us your eyes, your ears, and your most valuable commodity, your time. And for that, we salute everybody for that. But won't you take a moment and go up there and look at your comments on your joint?
And so I thought that's what my good brothers Wayne and
No, they in the audience.
And so this is what I'm gonna say, right? When I was in the decimal crypts, they told me Jesus walked across the water, right?
No, I wanted you to do it because you know the people on the screen.
Hold up.
Pardon yourself.
My bad, go ahead.
Move. Lie on the move.
I'm gonna let him read his comments first. Okay, I gotta wave.
Pull your screen up. Shout your people out.
Hey, when I was in the decimal crypts, right? They said Jesus walked across the water, and it was a miracle. And I was trying to figure out, was that allegorically or was that for real? Ma knew I was trying to figure out, was that allegorically or was that for real? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, because he wasn't listening. He was talking while I was talking. So that's why I was asking.
I said, well, Jesus Christ, yeah, I heard that from the beginning.
So did you believe Jesus walked across the water?
I wasn't listening to
I said, but did you believe Jesus walked across the water?
Yeah, well, Jesus can do anything.
So do you believe Clark walked across the water?
Sure. Well, these woods right here, right? These woods up here.
I walk across the water, right? So you believe? So that's what I'm saying. That's what we talking about, believing and have faith in your friend. So if Clark said he can walk across the water, he can walk across the water. It might be frozen, but he walked across it. It was water, right? So
I said these waters.
So
right
you said that was water. So we didn't say we walk across no liquid water. We said we walk across the water. So the parable means something other than what it really is. So sometimes you gotta look at what your friends are actually really saying.
Right.
Then automatically denying them or neglecting them, or he don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he can't do that. That's why I want to give you that example so you can change the way you look at stuff as you see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm Jesus. I'm just talking about I'm giving you
No.
a parable.
He not Jesus, but he Clark-Bey, and like the moles say, man, walk the waters, Mo. Walk the waters. Man, walk the waters, Mo. Walk the waters. That's all I can say, man. Walk the waters.
I think the waters represent the vicissitudes of life and the struggle in life that you manifest in your struggle.
Hold on, stop right there, man. Give him that word again. Give him that F word again, man. You sound like Stephen A. Smith. I thought I was on first take just now. What was that word again?
When I said the vicissitudes of life.
Oh, yes, Lord.
When you look at scripture is written in a dual nature. It has a literal interpretation, then it has a higher interpretation. So when it talks about Daniel being in a lion's den, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego being in a burning furnace, all of these are allegories of the struggle that you're going to go through in life. When they talk about walking on water, we're looking at the turbulence of the sea and the waves that happen in your life that throw you off balance. When you get conscious, when you understand what you are and who you are, you walk across the waves of life with more ease and grace than a person who don't have knowledge of self and don't know who they are and are unaware of who they are. Example, you ever see somebody dive in a swimming pool and can't swim and they going hard, but they not going nowhere? They splashing water everywhere. Mm-hmm. But the person that know the water, when they dive in the water, they cut through the water with grace and ease.
Right.
Because they know how to turn their body and cut their hand and cuff their hands and their feet in a way that allows them to move through the water more easily than the person who don't understand the science of swimming. So understand the science of what you are involved in, and once you master that, then you can move more gracefully. Shout out to my homegirl Monda. I see you, Cakes by Monda. Support her. She baked the best cakes in the world. That's who made my happy birthday 2-5 birthday cake at my birthday party. I see you, Mom. Represent.
Shout out to the cakes, because you
Shout out
love
to
cakes.
Cakes by
Cakes
Monda.
by Monda.
Look
Y'all
her
know
up.
what it is. Look her up. Cakes by Monda.
Cakes by Monda. Look her up.
Straight up.
I told y'all the man was bringing the mathematics, man. Hey, listen. That man just dropped a Michael Phelps for the mental. Man said swim on the waters, on the waves of life, man. That's some Michael Phelps Olympic type shit. You heard me? Yeah, but not the real Michael, not the real one, not the Caucasian one. You know, we talking about some real gold medals. That's what we just got just now. Some real gold medals. Yeah, something that you can use besides putting on the wall to adorn to get accolades for a past accomplishment. We talking about something that you can use if you implement it today, tomorrow, and forever. You heard.
On a bigger note, you go to the top two, get the top two words here. So you have two topics.
Yeah, you said you wanted to talk about the flower, giving the flowers.
You want to talk about something else?
I mean, we have traversed many aquatic moons within this last session. Did I forget what the second half of the topic was? I wanted to tie it into support, and I think we kind of covered that in our dissertation.
We didn't get to the support of it.
We didn't get to the support.
So why we need?
So if you're giving flowers and accolades, that's not support.
Yeah,
that's support.
that's encouragement.
I'm talking about I need some physical support.
Okay, well, we need physical support. Start now, Clark-Bey, lock him, and we need donations. No,
We need some more. We need some more too.
No, but a lot of times when we throw events, and y'all know y'all not doing nothing, you know, you sitting home, twiddling your toes and your thumbs, and you know, we call you out, and it's almost a slap in the face because where you gonna get these kind of jewels from?
Free.
Like, come on, for free. Where we ain't charging you and trying to fleece the people for no money. And when you come to my spot, I'm gonna feed you.
Yes, he is.
Everybody know that. I'm gonna give you either the Chinese food, the pizza. And you can take it home if we don't smash it.
So you get food for the belly and food for the brain.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
5,400 Preakness Way.
Every
other Wednesday.
And be there this Wednesday.
Because I tell you, man, there'll be some hell of a conversations going on in there.
Better
You know?
believe it.
I told y'all, man, it's where the kings go to fix their crowns.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Kings can't fix their crowns hanging out with peasants.
Indeed.
Kings gotta go hang out with other kings, because only kings understand the conditions and the scenarios that other kings are presenting that they need help and support with.
Indeed.
You ain't gonna get no help if you're a king or no support. That's why a lot of y'all not getting the help and support that y'all need and that y'all seek, because y'all seeking y'all support from peasants and you really a king, or you're a peasant and you trying to hang out with kings. Either way, know who you are. It'll help your path. It'll make it a lot less stressful for you.
Indeed. And if you are a peasant, we're not insulting you. You just need to grow.
Yeah, this much is true.
That's not a permanent state. That peasantry can turn into pleasantry if you feed your mind, body, and spirit with the right information, man, and grow as you should. And a lot of times our growth gets stifled. You know what I'm saying? We don't recognize the fact that we have value, and that's what the support is about. We support.
Shout out to my nephew, man.
That we have value and you have value, and we're not going to devalue you by not showing you how great and valuable you are. The name of anything.
Somebody call my sister Chubby and tell her that I'm doing a podcast. She don't need to be calling me. I know she see me on live. She can see me afterwards.
You can see him afterwards.
Talk to me afterwards, sis.
Facts. The name of anything
I can't answer the phone.
Its function, its properties, and its value. So when we give you an honorable name, we're complimenting the value of who you are.
And when I'm talking about support, I'm talking about supporting us like in general, mentally, because sometimes mental support is better than financial support. Because if we can pick your brain while you pick my brain, we can make our own finance.
Indeed.
But I can't pick your brain if you don't come through and let us pick your brain. Or you can't pick my brain. I might be the next key to get you just a step to where you need to go. One step is where you need to go, but you won't come out and let us pick your brain.
Facts.
These are the meeting places where the mind meet each other and build.
Facts.
Because man sharpens man, and steel sharpens steel.
Indeed. Indeed. I think it was Jesus who said, in every hall of learning I would sit.
Yes, he did. Read the more Science Temple lessons.
Yeah, these are lessons from the Moorish Quran that I'm quoting, but they are so relevant. To say that in every hall of learning you would sit means that you would learn from every school of thought that you ever encountered. Whatever came across your path in your everyday travels in life, you would take it, unpack it, learn from what you can learn, and what you can't use, discard it. Simple as that. And I think a lot of times that's what we need to do. We need to get around people and understand who they are.
And when you see it, forsake it not.
And when you see it, forsake it not. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, grow.
People gonna show you who they are.
Indeed.
You just gotta be willing to see who they are.
Yup. Indeed.
A lot of times they show us, but we don't want to take it. That's who they really are.
We don't want to believe it.
So you gotta believe when a person show it to you.
Yep.
You might not have to entertain it, but when you see it, forsake it not.
Yep. But listen, I don't have any Confucius quote. I ain't got no Jubilee quote. I don't have anything of any significance from any of the various books or the archives to pull from. But I was watching the Oprah Winfrey show one Saturday, and she said, believe people the first time when they show you who they are. Believe them the first time. And that's basically what they saying too. Believe them the first time. You know me, I'm the clown. I'm going to bring the Herman. No, not the clown. I'm the court jester.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'm hanging out with the king. Remember that. It's not your position, it's who you know. I'm hanging out with the king, even as the court jester.
Yeah.
Look it up if you don't know.
I'm listening to O as he build, man, and every time I hear something, it opened up a whole new avenue. He said he was the court jester and he was hanging out with the king. And you know, I'm a hip hop connoisseur, so it immediately sent me to one of DMC verses where he had this mean one-liner. well, it was a two-liner, but it came off like a one-liner, where he said, only G-O-D could be a king to me, and if the G-O-D be in me, then the king I be.
Now listen to lie, because you know.
All you can do is salute on that. That's
Then
all you can do.
the Quran, it backs it up, but it backs it up subtly, and you gotta have your third mind open. It says that Allah is closer to man than his own jugular vein. And if that is comprehended, if Allah is closer to you than your own jugular vein, then he got to be deep in you.
That's closer than life.
That's closer than life. And your jugular veins are the two thick trunk veins that carry oxygen to the brain. So for the Quran to say that Allah is closer to you than your own jugular vein, he got to be in you. Sorry, but I gotta tell the truth.
And I want to say this. Those of y'all that say y'all not followers, guess what? I was a good follower. And a good follower become a good leader.
You better believe it.
So you gotta follow something or somebody to become a good leader.
Yes, sir.
And if you ain't gonna follow somebody, you're gonna be a terrible leader, because who you gonna learn from?
Yeah.
So all you talking about, I ain't following him. If it's successful, I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna follow a fool.
Well, again, I don't have nothing from Confucius, but I do have something to add. If you the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. In the wrong room.
Leaders follow the way that the wise go.
See, I don't have none of that, but I got something to add to that.
A block of wood can point.
There you go.
And you know what? I can add to that too. They learned the most in automobile safety with a dummy. And just crashed them into the wall at 40 miles per hour. They knew where to put the seatbelts at. That's why it's boom, boom, boom. Where they put the airbags at, boom, boom, boom.
Indeed.
It come from a dummy. So again, not from Confucius, but you can learn a lot from a dummy.
Yep. Basically, what he said in layman's terms, right, is what Einstein said. Einstein said the mark of the genius is to simplify the complicated. And that's what he done. He just simplified the complicated by making it as layman as possible. You can't miss that, Joel.
And that meant a lot coming from him. You already there, bro. Go ahead, well past. Go ahead, bro. Salute to my man Stone.
My man Stone.
Yeah, my man Stone. You always show up, support. You always show up, man.
Humble hustler, another humble hustler.
Yes, sir. We talking about giving them the flowers while they're alive. He showed up, so we're gonna go ahead and give him his while we on hand. Man, always show up. He always support. When I did my first seminar, man, just touched down. Ain't even know what I was doing, but guess what? He was in the audience. I did a seminar. I had more friends there than family.
I got more friends on here than family. No.
Yeah.
No.
But you know what? That's the jewel. My mother told me, I didn't understand it when I was younger, that family is what you make it, and it's not gonna always be biological. Don't miss that one.
Support, y'all. Support. Like, subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Humble Hustlaz, LAZ at the end. Man, we try to get out. We try to go live on YouTube. We need more subscribers. So everybody that's tuned in right now, just take a second, go to YouTube, Humble Hustlaz, and hit the subscribe button, man. Because if you don't, like my man Nolly said, you just being nosy, man. You just scrolling.
We having a sweepstake, y'all.
Oh, shucks. There you go, y'all.
We having a sweepstake.
Clark-Bey done opened the bag.
He done opened the bag.
We're giving out a brand new pair of Cartiers, y'all.
They got the brand new Cartiers. Hey,
Buffs. All we gotta do is figure out what we're gonna do to give them up. No. We're gonna have a sweepstake for next Monday. When y'all tune in, we're giving away a pair of Cartiers, and we're gonna come up with something so somebody can win the Cartiers. So tune in, tell somebody, to tell a friend. This is the time to tune in if you need some glasses.
Listen, man, we done switched the time. We're on the same day, Monday, but we just switched the time from 5:30 to 3:30.
So we letting y'all know.
Cause My man got another stream of income he working on. He got the waters flying out, and it was interrupting with the podcast. We heard a little feedback from the audience, and with that being said, we open to all constructive criticism. We open to all ideas, and we open to all topic suggestions. But we on 3:30 now instead of 5:30. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I'm gonna update that on the TikTok. You know what I mean? For the people that register on the TikTok, I'm gonna update that from 5:30 to 3:30. But yeah, we appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. We appreciate all your time. We know it's your most valuable commodity. You could be anywhere. I know we say it enough, a lot, man, but we really, really mean that. We really mean it when we say that we appreciate you tuning in.
You know what I thought about? I just thought about something just sitting here, right?
Oh, boy, we're in trouble.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, we're in trouble. So this is what I was thinking about, right? I was thinking about the 200th person to tune in, get a pair of Cartier.
No. What you do is send them to the YouTube channel.
Nah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
The 200 subscriber on YouTube get them.
So how we know it's 200?
Because you can look at the numbers. You can look at the numbers.
If someone gonna sit there and clock and wait.
And you can trust and believe the person that's 200 gonna let you know I'm 200. Because they looking at the numbers too. They gonna see it's 199 and they gonna hit the thumbs up and they gonna.
What dude ain't gonna hit 199 if he's waiting on 200? How you gonna get it 199?
Because it can. Listen, 200.
If
You'll be able to figure it out.
They won't go.
If you a wise listener, you would galvanize the people to help you get 200. If you're 150, get your homeboys to subscribe and you fall back until you the 200.
When you look on the page, it'll tell you how many subscribers
that's
it
how
is.
it was.
So if it's 199 and you know next month get the Cartiers, you're gonna hit 200. Or like he said, you could create a campaign. You see it's 150, get 49 of your friends to subscribe, and you be the 50th one to win the Cartiers. But we got to pay Cartiers.
I say subscribe.
They the real joints. They the real joints. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, Humble Hustler. The 200 subscriber to the YouTube Humble Hustler page, the YouTube channel. We got the Cartier joints for you, and they're real. Because you got real dudes up here. We don't do nothing phony.
Oh, subscribe, baby, subscribe. Whoever subscribe, send that to this subscribe and give them a number. And then one of y'all pick that. When it's time, pick a number out. Whoever subscribe.
Okay, that's how we do it. When people come in and we know it's 200 people that subscribe or 200 people that are already tuned in, we'll put names in the bag, pull his name out, whoever wins get the glass. How about that?
So who gonna write 200 names down real fast?
Don't might not be 200.
It gotta be 200.
How many
Whoever
do you
subscribe,
have now?
subscribe.
And
Whoever
then
subscribe
vote
now, give them a number.
to make it easier, how many do you
Y'all give us a suggestion how we should do it.
go off how many
I'm
you
just
got?
telling you the easiest way. Right now we got 27 before we started the day. We had 27. And so every time you go on the page, you can see how many subscribers it is. I'm just telling you the easiest, cleanest way to do it is just the 200 subscribers.
But look, I just subscribe.
You just subscribe?
Yeah. So right now, listen. If I just subscribe, like,
Only got a number by.
Be the 200.
You should have
No,
a number by.
whatever the
He
next
can never
one.
be the 200.
right.
Right, he'll never be.
That's why I said by him just
Everybody
subscribe.
gonna be waiting to subscribe.
You're number
Yeah,
12.
because
I ain't
man,
gonna
you ain't
That's
gonna
why I
get
said they gotta get their front, like, you gotta get
Listen,
people on
put
board.
it
This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. If you put them glasses up like that, real deal Holyfield, for the 200 subscriber, they'll figure that out. Because he just gave him a plan right there, and he ain't even put no thought to it. If it's at 150, you just get 49 of your friends, we gonna all collect up, y'all keep hitting it, then I'm be the 50th. So they'll figure it
That
out.
don't make it fair
If
for
you-
the ones that already been subscribed from the
life
beginning.
ain't fair.
And they ain't
Life
gonna
ain't
be-
fair. We need the
Life
200
ain't-
subscribers.
I'm still living it though.
They the supporters from the beginning.
No, it don't work
I
like that.
subscribe just now. I can't subscribe again.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's no chance of me winning.
Well, you have to not subscribe that one time to think you're going to win by subscribing.
No, we gotta figure ways
This is way-
more convenient for everybody.
I'm
to
telling
have
you,
an opportunity to win.
that's how we got.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna push the button until they close to 200. So it's gonna be two, 3 weeks before we get to 200. But I'm saying my school teacher, he the smartest dummy I ever known. Why you ain't come up with the plan?
Because I'm smart. I'm going to think first.
Okay, that's what I'm. See, I told you. I told you gonna come up with some. He gonna come up with a plan for us. That's a school teacher.
What grade you teach, Keith?
Middle school,
What grade? 6?
6 through 8.
And come up with a 6th grade campaign if they come out with all A's for the first quarter.
Y'all say come up with 6.
Instead of it being a trip to the zoo with a free bag lunch.
Somebody said put the glasses on the table.
Then the glasses right there. Then the glasses right there. We don't do no pump. Listen. We don't do no pump. Ain't no pump faking. There they go right there. Taking the show them on all screens. The real deal Holyfield. Go to every screen.
I'm gonna give me a chance. Hold on, y'all, but 1 second. Y'all gonna let me go around.
Man, listen, man. If you already subscribe.
These are my man Chubb glasses right here.
If, listen, if you already subscribe, then what you need to do, Stone, wait till we get the
What's up, Kim Earl?
and then go on somebody else's page and hit it. And then
Murphy Holmes for life, huh?
Who that? MHP for life?
Yeah, Piggy Race.
Yeah, Piggy Ray, Murphy Holmes.
Piggy man. Mom, you know I'm a fucking name up.
Yes, you will.
You know I'm a fucking name up. No disrespect though.
Yes, you will, yo.
You know I'm a fucking name up. It's in my blood.
Yeah. I would great say Piggy Man.
You said it too, huh?
I said great say Piggy Man. We already shouted him out. Yeah, so that's the real deal Holyfield's right there, yo. So we need I already told him the 200 subscribers. We gonna wait till the school teacher came up with the 6th grade campaign for all A's in the first quarter. And we're gonna get the glasses out. They the real deal.
You know what I come up with? We do a raffle.
That's right. What kind of raffle? A raffle? What kind of raffle?
I mean, a free raffle, but
you gotta get out subscribers.
You gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe. You get a ticket, put it in the raffle bag. If you subscribe, you get a ticket from us and put it in the raffle bag. And then you put it in the raffle bag.
If you subscribe, put that name in the joint and pick it up.
Or so you say, I subscribe, I'm so, I give you a ticket. Your ticket is 13. If Tanya say I subscribe, I'm gonna give her a ticket. Your ticket is 13. If Bessie say she subscribed, your ticket is 17. I put it all in the bag. I pull it out. If you write your ticket down, if you don't know you had ticket 17, I told you I was gonna figure out something.
No, you said I already said that about an hour ago.
But you ain't said to me.
Now you want to listen, like you said earlier. I want to listen. Now you want to listen.
Oh yeah.
Well, listen. Since everybody tuned in and they going back and forth, what they actually trying to exemplify was the principles of reciprocity. He ain't know, then he just didn't know, and so now they need one to do it at some point in time. Salute.
Just give it to me. You don't need to worry about it. Oh, shit. Let KB go away.
Yeah.
See, you gotta make it for them people already.
And then the grand prize can be had.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And for the people who
see, Moors, we civilize the world.
Something to offer.
The Moors civilize the world. We the one running water over here. The Europeans was lost without the Moors.
Yeah, we taught them how to take baths.
We taught them how to take baths.
It wasn't over here. It was over there.
It was in Spain.
It was over there. No,
but it was all one word.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
But anyway.
It was all one piece. It wasn't the puzzle pieces.
Who got the time?
Is now.
4:29.
4:29. We got
one more minute.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes. We can go ahead and do our closing. And you know what we're going to do before we close? I'm going to go ahead and do a Magic Johnson. I'm going to do an assist to the special guest like Ken. I'm going to let him go and give his closing first.
Well, as usual, man, I gave my brothers their flowers. I'm going to continue to do so. When I say flowers, I don't mean literal flowers. I don't mean literal flowers. I mean accolades. I mean honors. I mean props. I mean giving them the respect that they deserve for putting in the work that they have put in, either physically, mentally, and in whatever other aspect, and being a living example of what they say they are. Shout out to 25, my cousin's birthday coming up this weekend. I will be in New York. Shout out to Forrest.
Shout out to his birthday, but I won't be there.
No, we ain't fuck with the time.
But y'all all welcome.
Yes,
it's 25 Love. They know who Clark is. They know who the fam is in New York. Because I don't let my fam not know who my other fam is.
As much as
believe that.
I just want to say this. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been somewhere else doing something else. I want to thank all the homies for coming to the warehouse and get their support, because support is very important. But we left out one thing. It's time to buy Humble Hustler Give.
Humble Hustler Give. Let's get it.
Let's put it on the map, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Humble Hustlers.
Let's get it.
Man, tell them about everything you got going on. You always talk about the
Man,
stress.
if I started telling about everything I got going on, we're going to go over the podcast.
Right.
So I'm going to just tell you, man, Humble Hustlers is a movement. It's not just one show. It's a movement. We moving in the right direction. Jump on the movement. That's what I'm going to say.
This much is true. Listen, man, work your plan and plan your work. Those who fail to plan,
Like a rolling stone.
those who fail to plan,
Plan to fail.
plan to fail. Proper planning prevents poor performances, man. And hey, listen, the least amount with the biggest impact. With that, salute.
I want to say my man Gravy, Jamal Water, Gravy, hollered out to me yesterday and say, man, let's get this thing happening. So let's stop procrastinating. Let's get it happening.
And tell them what you talking about, what your man Grady talking about, what's getting happening. Because
Let's get this movie done.
right, he got the book, Humble Hustler. That was the beginning of the movie, Humble Hustler book, chapter 1. He got chapter 2 coming out soon. He in the works with that right now. And he's talking about his man Grady that's going to play him and actually turn book number 1 into a movie. Shout out to my man Jamal Jordan Studios. What's up?
Holla back, D.
28-22.
Get up there, man. Get up there.
28-22.
Get up there.
28-22. It's new to me, but we open Friday, 4 to 7, 4 to 9.
Tell them what it is.
You made Teriyaki Grill Hollywood Barbecue. Come through 4 to 9 Friday, 28-22 Emerson
I'm
Avenue.
going to tell y'all, if he can't do shit, he can cook.
It's right across the street from the BP, so he keep giving y'all the wrong address. You can't miss it. It's right on the corner.
And the food is good, y'all.
Listen, if you're from up there, it used to be the old Cindy's Chicken. My man got that now.
My man,
Stop Pass.
My man food is like that. He put 4 pounds on me, as y'all can see. Stop past to get that. Y'all have a good day. We out. Peace.
My man like him. Salute. Yeah, Facebook. Salute.
So
Instagram, TikTok, salute.